Hi, today we have a little special class for the people who have a little bit of a problem with their feet and still would like to do a little bit of stretching for the legs and the back and arms. I'm gonna start with a warm up. First, the warm up of the mind, a little relaxation. Calm your breathing down, breathe in and breathe out. If you want, you can close your eyes. We're gonna stay on the chair for the first half of the class, and then we're gonna lay down on the mat with our legs next to the wall. So the whole class will be very relaxing. So relax your body, relax your back. Keep your back straight but soft. Feel the floor underneath your feet, a gentle contact. Breathe in and breathe out. Pull your belly in towards your spine and bend your head slightly down. Breathe in, open, and breathe out. Close your chin towards your chest. Let's try to involve the arms. Breathe in, open your arms. And breathe out, bring them in front of you. And one more time, breathe in, open. And breathe out. Let's try to lift the arms up. Breathe in, open. Breathe out above your head. Breathe in, open. Breathe it above your head. Let's go for a little twist. And return back, bring your arms up, chained. One more time. One side. And the other side. Return to the middle. Close your eyes. Feel the energy in your arms, in your fingers. And then slowly, we're gonna go for a forward fold dangling pose. So on a breathe out, relax your back, relax your arms. You can place your arms in between your knees and slowly let them fall forward towards the floor, as deep as it's convenient for you. Stay here a couple of seconds, so make your back softer, maybe even a couple of minutes if it's possible. as the time goes. Feel your spine getting softer, hanging down the chair. Just a couple of seconds more. If it's too much for you, you can always go back to the sitting pose and relax in the sitting position. Slowly return. In the next exercise or next position, I would like to use a massage ball for your foot. So you can stop the video maybe and go find a little tennis ball if you have. In the case of emergency, maybe even an orange that later you can of course wash and peel off. We're gonna do two movements. The first one is forward and back. I have two types of balls. This one is from foam. This is a plastic ball. So the first movement is forward and back. Forward and back. It's not only that the feet are very sensitive and extremely full of sensors, but it's also that the fascia, the connective tissue on the foot, is not as elastic as in many other parts of our body, as most of the day we use protection, we wear shoes, socks, don't feel so much with our feet. So use this to release a little bit the fascia on the back of your foot, all the way from the ball of your foot to the heel. And then you can also switch to the other foot. The other foot, same movement, forward and back. And after that, we will do one additional stretch of the fascia with a little twist. You don't need to put too much pressure on the foot. Just a gentle movement is sufficient, but you can change the position of the ball a little bit more to the outside, or a little bit more to the inside. And then go back to the other foot. Then you're gonna put the ball somewhere in the middle, and we're gonna twist the foot inside, outside, inside, outside. This time you can press a tiny little bit harder. Of course, if your feet is hurting, not to the point where it's hurting outside of it. Most probably in the arch. And in this way, you will create a little bit of the stretching of that connective tissue, the back of your foot. And then change. Again, other side. And then, whenever you feel ready, you can stop. Move the ball to the side, and we're gonna return to the dangling pose. You move your feet a little bit further away. Maybe pull yourself a little bit closer to the edge. And again, let your arms bring you down towards the floor, as deep as you want it. Relax fully. Let the gravitation and the chair guide you in this moment. Relax your neck. Relax your feet and your legs. Now slowly bring your body back to the sitting, and then we're gonna continue this caterpillar like stretching in the laying position. We're gonna lay on the mat, so take care that you have something warm, a mat, or maybe a blanket that you can lay on. And if you have, bring a couple of tiny little pillows to assist you in the further stretching. What are we going to do is you're going to lay on the back, feet close to the buttocks, and then you can turn yourself maybe to the side, place your feet on the wall, and climb your feet upwards. Slowly bring your buttocks closer to the wall. Find a position that suits you, and then open your knees and stretch your legs towards the ceiling. Your arms are free. You can do whatever you like. You can place them on the floor. You can place them on the little pillows. And stretch your legs, stretch your hamstrings. If it's not possible for you to keep your legs completely straight, give it a little time. Maybe it takes time. Maybe you can do one leg at a time. That's also fine. So you can keep one leg bent and the other one stretched out. If you can stay with both legs straight and all the way close to the wall, that's even better for you. Keep pressing your back gently into the mat. Enjoy the support of the floor, of the wall. Surrender to it. Don't use any muscles. Don't use any effort. Let your feet rest completely freely. If it's too hard for you to keep your legs together, you can open slightly apart. or less the hip level, the hip width. Ideally, you should stay in each of the positions 2 to 3 minutes. However, if that's far too much for the first time, you can always interrupt, especially if you feel some hard sensation in any of your ligaments or blood vessels or joints. You can always exit and go back to laying position, maybe on the side or on your back, maybe underneath a blanket. Or if you, however, can, stay here. Allow the hamstrings and the back ligaments on your over under your knees to stretch out, especially the ligament. Also the feet, the heels, the Achilles tendon, the calves. Then, if you want, you can bring your feet together and slowly bring your feet closer to the floor, opening in a laying butterfly position. If it's too hard to stay close to the floor, you can push yourself slightly backwards. If, however, it's far too easy and you don't feel anything, you can decide to lift a little bit your shoulders from the floor. It has to be a very, very tiny little bit, so your pillow should be rather small. Just 1 centimeter or two. Maybe a little towel would be appropriate. Again, if it's easy for you, just come closer to the wall, bring yourself closer, and the angle is increasing, allowing more stretch. Your knees are slowly going down. From here, bring one leg back up slowly. Bring the other leg more inside. Feel the effect of hip opening. And change. Bring the other leg up and the opposite leg back down. Good. Now bring both feet back up and try to open your legs while the legs are straight along the wall as much as it's good for you. If it's this much, then stay there. If you want to go a little bit further down, be careful because the gravitation, of course, is pulling and opening your hips maybe a little bit more than you are used to. Open them, so don't hurt yourself, even though it's very easy to open. Don't exaggerate, go slowly. Do just a natural movement, just about 70% of your full capacity. Now, from there, slowly bring your legs back up. And we're gonna continue with a happy baby. So you can bend your knees, bring your feet down, and at some point, try to grab maybe the toes or the feet itself, if you can, and pull them from the wall into the air. If this is far too hard, you can also go a little bit lower and hold your ankles. Try to bring your heels in the direction of your knees, in the direction of the floor, pressing your lower back down to the floor as the time goes. Trying to keeping your shoulder blades in the upper back also down on the floor. This exercise is really good for a healthy lower back. So feel free to do it as often as you can. And from there, bring one leg back to the wall and cross the other leg over. For a little twist. You can pull your knee as close to your leg as you can. Reflect how the previous exercise helped opening your hips, how they feel now softer and better. If you can, try to twist your body to the opposite side. Maybe open your arm. Maybe press the other hand onto your knee gently. Of course, you can change anytime you feel ready. Other leg goes up, cross, and gently twist towards the opposite side. Relax your neck. Try to keep both your shoulders firmly on the floor. Breathing out, you can find the energy to relax your back, your shoulders, and let them fall onto the floor. If you think that you can continue with a little bit more deeper stretch, you can try to bend both your legs, the knees, and bring yourself into a shoelace like position. You can open your arms once your legs are settled to the sides. Press your palms into the floor. Go as deep as it suits you. If you feel that you can bring your ankles closer to the wall, you can do so. If that's too much, you push yourself a little bit further away and just gently touch the wall with your feet. And then you feel ready, change. Now, if you need a little bit more stretch, you can decide to continue laying on the floor. So gently bring yourself all the way down to the floor. You can let your legs turn one side. You can still feel feet touching the wall gently, and then twist slowly to the opposite side. If you, however, think that this stretching was sufficient for you, you can also just lay flat on the floor in the final Savasana. Then, if you're in this final twist, you can also change to the other side. And then from there, take your time to reflect and to take a final relaxation on the floor. You can bring yourself in a lay position. You can use your pillows or your blanket to support this. Of course, you can stay as long as it's comfortable for you. You can play some nice music and try to relax all your muscles. You can close your eyes. Focus on your inner self. Thank you very much for joining me for yoga. I hope it did well to your feet. If you need any other exercise, give me a comment. Give me some suggestion. I will be so happy to give you my ideas and my energy. Bye bye.